Good morning. We start from here. This is the very formal teaching. We call it turn the wheels of the Dharma. After the Buddha, he enlightened. Enlightened means his mind come to certain new levels, new understanding, and new state. How to master his own mind to liberation. So after he got the benefit from liberated his own mindset, so he come to the sharing to his 5 ascetic monks. The king given him for God, bodyguard in his life when he come to the forest doing meditation practice, overcome the stress. So the first sermon he give to the 5 guys, tell them what I have a new understanding of life, heading to the freedom. So he pointed out these 7 cases, very important. Number 1 to number 4 is called 4 Noble Truths. Yeah. And number 5 to number 7 is something that 4 Noble Truths is basic in the 5 aggregate. Yeah. Form, feeling, perception, mental formation, and consciousness, who make this very body and mind. So number 1 to number 4 is mentioned about this very body and mind. If you don't know how to handle by skillful of mindset, then the mind long using this body, then you will put this body into stress. I want to say is something stress is come from nature, like aging, destruction, follow this nature of body. Something is come from nature of exterior, you know, strong wind, if you stay in the seaside, wave coming, fire burning, you know, thief coming, you know, and then some is more bigger, like starting the war. We are here very good. I appreciate. But you see the war being started, not easy to stop. Involve condition too much. No one can handle. People think that I can handle. No, no one can handle. So the Buddha is not on this way. He's on his way out from involved too much. You see? So I see Buddha is not too interested about politics, military, but he is give opinion to them what to do, a lot of information, give for them what to do. And if we reach out from this very body, then it come to 6th sense space. When it come to 6th sense space, it's not suffering what we are facing, because if you are in the poverty, in the poor country, in the right now, just war there, just other disaster there, then they become suffer. If not like us right now here, it's not like that. Young girl right now become young lady. So when you are here, that I want to tell you, keep remember that is 6 senses open up into gratification, and don't know that is danger, and don't know the way escape. This become big problem. We are not in the white cloud and old path. Old path is the noble equal path. White cloud is wholesome. You know the wholesome thought. You know the wholesome word. You know the wholesome of bodily conduct. Means you know how to moral practice, discipline. You know how to concentrate, meditate. You pick up the perception very accurate to release yourself, to abandon all the grabbing and clinging. This is follow the old path. We call that noble eightfold path. The Buddha himself discovered. For us, only from there, all the training makes sense to me is overcome gratification. My life not much suffering because I become a monk, a peacemaker. I love the world. I love every living being, not only living a human being like that, not only a small region that called country, a small group that called races. I don't go there. For me, more open, more bigger than that. So my life not create too much suffer to myself because I love the old path, the white cloud. I don't make the, black in the mind. I don't make this sixth sense into circle, boundary to my body and mind that not going too far. No, I'm pulling back. You see? So in my life that mostly the gratification that I will more alert, like my architect said, "Yo, Shifu, today you don't eat, I don't see you come and eat dinner." Oh, for me, I need dinner like that. I told him that I eat dinner too if I work very hard, like in the winter. I have high cholesterol, high blood sugar, high this, like that. Or it cannot go down. If take medicine or go outside to do some work, I prefer go outside to do some work. It burn. And after the 2 weeks ago, when I go to test, it come back to normal. Eat too much gratification. Okay, so you need to know how to handle this danger, and you don't find a skillful way to overcome the problem. Everybody needs to do the same. You need to find the skill. If you can find the skill to release the stress, you are wise. The Buddha only respect wise. Okay, so fully understood, abandon, realize, and develop means cultivate your mind. Yeah. Okay, we come to next page. This is something that we're going to come directly into the Dharma. Based on the Dharma teaching in the book that we call that book, the discourses of the Nikaya or Agama. In one word that they use in English called the connected discourses. Use the word connected. The connected is a very deep meaning for me. In Chinese, we call that 相应. 相应 means from two conditions, it just match. It match. If things match, then create suffering. If things match, it creates freedom. Connected. So this become very important for us, that condition is when you see cause and effect, it match together because this process, of course, if continue processing, then it eventually come to his goal, majority, like that. So it makes sense to me that life itself, you need to work really hard for your own liberation, because you can make your habitual pattern like this, you can make your habitual pattern like that. Like what I said, that someone, he will every morning will wake up, he need to drink coffee. They make coffee and drink like that. It becomes the cause, and eventually this becomes habitual pattern. Follow it processing. And me too, I'm not too often drink coffee. You know, I wake up, watch my, and then meditate. So meditation is my coffee. So, and eventually I not use any add-in solution to make this body have energy. I directly use the mind focus, mindful, train my mind to take all energy to the body by right mindfulness, you know, by concentration, by lamenting here and now until my mind is not burning in other information. Information means six sense space. I don't go too much, I go concentrate, then I will feel, what is that means by liberation? What is that mean by the path? Means you pull back, you stop. You don't need to add something to make energetic. You just ceases is the energy. Yeah. So I bet and say something that impermanent, when the Buddha said that, oh, that is the impermanent. Yeah. No matter it's stress or it's gratification, impermanent. You use the word impermanent because this is not the final solution. It still carry on changing. You know, this is not something that substance. This is not something that mind. When you want to limit mind, labeling it as a mind or labeling it as this and that perception, it's not working because carry on changing. No basic. In the daily life, we are nothing like that. So there I use two words here. One is called contemplation, one is called visualization. It means by you need to grab this formula and volitionally, very strong determination. I need to think it this way. If I out of this thinking, then I out of the path. Like that. And let it form the habitual pattern. If that habitual pattern is the good cause, then you will be released. I think this way have more make sense to me, but very difficult way to go because the world is not going this way. The world is using a lot of exterior support. It's not going this way. If we lost energy, our minds need energy, we throw in excited energy in this country. In the society, every year you go, sell this and that, drop. Because this is more easy. You take something that you have it, you don't need to use your mind. You keep your mind to the faith. You don't need formula like that. So in Buddhism, we use formula. So keep your mind into some formula, very challenging. I give my experience to you. Little bit, see it makes sense or not. When I was 12 years old, in that time, I am in the countryside. 6 miles away, come to the secondary school. Then most of my life need to help my family in the rubber estate, produce the rubber who make all the rubber production, like tire. So in very early morning, I need to wake up and then go to help rubber estate. If you go very deep, you work alone. You know, in the rubber estate is close to the jungle, forest. You know, rain forest country, all the aggressive animals there. You know, so my feeling is you go alone and very natural. It's just not safe. Men and men come together, then you're there, then feel safe. If no man there, just silent until you feel the silence and loneliness. You need look for partner, no partner, alone. You feel not safe. So I am really feel that kind of empty environment, have no partner at all, don't know how to handle the mind. 12 years old. But today, I like the same nature. Go alone, especially right now. Other than Sunday, we are almost locked. Then I come to the field, if not with my dog. I come with the field. My feeling back into that nature. In the open space. No, nothing I can know. What I can know is very talkative self if you are not mindful. And I pull back to not let this talkative self talk. What did you feel? You feel the same void, W-O-I-D. Empty void. It's not nothing there, it's something there. But this time is not feel fear and worry. It's no anxiety there. It's more like, this is something they're more release. More enjoy and release. This is what I found different. The difference is you already subdue the talkative self by mindfulness. You pay very focused and aware. Just if the body moving, you know. If the step moving, you know. If not moving, you keep silent and watch. So I turn my thinking mind. Thinking mind means not visualize into release, but attach it to something and processing by desire. I don't let my mind like that. I let my mind just go more watching mind, not go to thinking mind. My direct feel release is from awareness, awaken release from this watching mind. If I want to say this to you, I don't know how much we can have communication, sharing like that. Learn to something. I never have been like that too much, you know, because of monastic life, need to stay in community, you know. So community need to take care of each other like that. So suddenly you put your life into individual. So that once the individual is there, what kind of mindset look like? Because this we need to facing when the time come, you know, before dying, we need to facing that because alone is the old path. Come to the Savior. How deep we can handle it, processing, you know, maybe half an hour, 1 hour, maybe in a 5 seconds, who knows? You need to hold it that way. If the more longer time, but thought by thought is not direct thought and evaluation, come to secluded by pleasure and lecture. It's not something that he can build up, establish the one-pointed mind like that. So meditation practice, challenge. You see, when you sit there, then you know it's challenge. Half hour, no problem. 1 hour, 2 hours, because the body is not follow the mind. I tell you, mind can guide the body if enough time to process, to practice like that, and practice with the right skill. But no matter what, this need to keep it in mind. 3 Dharma sin. Stressful, impermanent, and letting go. No matter how stress or happiness come, you need to think about this. We call it visualize. If we think it that way, I'm not much time thinking it that way too. But need to force yourself to think it that way. I think from time to time we need to get used to it, isn't it? Yeah, so this is the what we call the best teaching of the Dharma. That are the 2 topics, very big topic that the Buddha mentioned. One is 5 aggregate. The second one is called 6 sense base. This is a very life we active in this round. You see, we active in this round. Only the path can cross the line in this circle, very direct to pass it, to break it. I mean, to penetrate to it like that. That is what I found. You know, Buddha Dharma is very practical. Yeah. Thank you. I just stop it here.